His Majesty's King and Queen of Sweden, Excellencies and ladies and gentlemen. I think we all agree that the children's right should go beyond the child labor because the issue of the children is much more bigger than what over there. So how they live in their family, they live in the marketplace, and they live in the societies, whether they are rich or they are poor. And also the living conditions. Okay, the urbanization we talk about, people living in the city slums, lack of water and sanitation, no electricity, lack of nutrition, drugs, trafficking, and even today, terrorism and radicalism. So, and there are also, of course, some issues regarding the business environment, the productivity, digital risk, sexual exploitation that has been covered before. But I would like to cover here a bit more one specific items that is related to the importance of strengthening the legal status of the children, of the poor families, including those migrant workers, in order to get and to fulfill their civil rights. Just let me give you numbers because this is challenging for us in Indonesia, and it could be similar to what extent to other countries in ASEAN. 36% of households do not have any legal identity, either national ID cards, wedding certificates, or birth certificates. 47% of children, which is equivalent to almost like 42 million kids with no birth certificates. So they are like nobody in their own countries. And because of that, they do not have access to education. They cannot get access to the health care and insurance. And the parents and these kids do not have also formal jobs. So imagine that within this amount of people, the young ones who are ready for the jobs, say 5 million of them are ready to enter the jobs, but they cannot do the work because they do not have any education, and they don't have any skills. So what will happen in the country, cities, or village where you have a lot of youngsters wandering in the streets and seeking for the jobs, and in this current environment today in ASEAN, with ASEAN united all together in one market, where we have a free flow of products and free flow of professionals, and they are left behind. So that's the issues that we have in Indonesia. Even worse, 49% of the households living in the lack of clean water and healthy sanitations. And this is also another human rights issues, okay, including the children's issues. 35 women in average is the victim of sexual abuse and sexual harassment every day. That's also another issue. We did a survey on the human rights and also survey on how much the business understands about the children's rights, especially in the hospitality and retail industries. And it's very interesting that 47% of them agree that it should be done, but not yet implemented. Okay? 37% says that, okay, it is necessary to have the policy statement within the company, but again, not yet implemented. 77% say that it should be working together and we should get the directions from the governments on how to do these things, but it is not engaged yet. So those are the situations that we have. It could be different from one country to another countries in ASEAN, but I think it will be something to a certain extent, some similarity. So the question is, what the business can do? What we did is, together, the business, taking initiative, working together with the governments, organize what we call the mass wedding for the poor to fulfill their civil status. 2011, we did 4,541 couples from the poor family wedding. Last year, we did 5,150 couples from the poor family in Jakarta and another thousands in remote islands. The idea is to get them mass wedding, to get them the papers, and then after that, we process the birth certificate for children. So basically, that's what we have been trying to do. And over years, finally, I evolved myself from the business, from Global Compact, now become the marriage counselor because of that. But again, 5,000, 6,000, which is considered largest in the world, is so small. So compared to the 40 million issues that we are facing too. So what needs to be done? We have to work together with the government. The business hand in hand together in the partnerships with the government and also with the NGOs to facilitate that process. And further is working together now with the Minister of Social Welfare to try to come up with new policies to make it easier for the process and cheaper, and also facilitate for the remote locations family in the countryside to work and to get it. We also established what we call the Indonesia Human Rights Working Groups, and this is a multi-stakeholders working groups in order to pursue all of these issues. We need to continue the capacity building because what we understand that the business, especially the SME, they need to get better understandings about what the human right means, what is the right of the children that they have to cover in the business, like covered before by Vietnam and so forth. So, and next thing is also now we are working together with Human Rights Commission to develop on the National Action Plan, which includes also the integration of the children right. So those are the items that we are working on now. Moving forward, it is still a long way to go, but with the business playing the roles and with the governments and NGO, I think we should be able to fix the problem and try to address these are issues of the Sustainable Development Goals as well. In summary, the basic issue is address the poverty, address the educations, and address the health of the family of the poor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.